against the Bit Gauhao 2500, which means that we have, I don't know how to read that name, Lolotl? Lily's team, sure, against Neutrinos, which is a fun matchup. The Neutrinos team is insanely good on anything gimmicky because of Ditchik and Neutrino just existing, and several Oak is decent as well. And then on the other side, you have players such as Jason, Lily, and Waterhorn, decently good on mechanics and stuff, so it's going to be a fun match to watch this one. As I believe we will soon be getting into it. They've been in the lobby for a little while by now. But I'm not sure. They don't seem to be doing much. They seem to just be coming in and out of the lobby at the moment. I think they've done protects from the looks of it. I think. Yeah, we see DT3, I believe, is protected by getting over it, and Hidden 2 protected by BitGauha, which makes complete sense considering the types of maps that they are. And getting over it bans no mod 5, the very heavy gimmicky reading map, and then Hard Rocks 3 ulti tech also getting banned out by Blue Team this time around, which also makes complete sense. Hidden 1 gets banned out, another more so gimmicky map. It is not super like gimmicky-ish, but it is just awkward aim and aim control with Hidden, which can be a little uncomfortable, and it is kind of what you'd expect Neutrina and Ditchek to be really good on. And I think they insta-picked the DT3. I think this is Red Team's pick. I'm not 100% sure. But insta-picking your Protect, getting a point on the board sounds like a good idea, but this map is really hard. Because it's just ulti DT, it's really snappy, it has a lot of sliders to randomly slider break on, and it has some high BPM bursts as well. This map is 184, but a lot of the map is at 160 as well. So moving through, we do see getting over it, currently in the lead, Justin and Xab holding those SSs for now. On the other side, we have all FCs as well. Just an accuracy battle at the moment. We don't see anyone breaking. They're all holding the Artoria, my angel, actually finding the first break as we get into the first PI section, and everyone else still holds through. Yalism, the first one to break on the red side, but they've got a bit of a lead. Ronald is actually going to break as well, the team captain, and now the score goes over very slowly to the side of blue team. As Yalism finds another break, and the other side has that triple FC on Neutrino, Dejik, and Radical. Still holding on as Seb and Justin are trying their best to bring this back over. Justin with an insane accuracy, a full percent above everyone else besides just Radical. Kind of a slow section here going into this Rattle and the check. Trade breaks. This is really good for Red Team. Justin and Seb are the main combos. They're holding an accuracy lead over Neutrino and Radical now, especially thanks to Justin just going completely insane on the map for now, but time is ticking down. They need one more break from the side of blue team from one of the high combos, or just Artoria as well. Artoria has built up a nice supporting combo, and it's just 60k in favor of blue team. Accuracy is dragging it over, but I'm not sure if there's enough density. It does look like it so far, but Zep and Justin need to hold. Roddle and Yalism need to hold as well, need to get their accuracy up. Roddle misses, but it does not matter. Red team is starting to bring it back. Justin still on the 99% FC. What a score. Artoria, Yalism trading breaks, Dechik, Radical, and Roddle breaking. Zeb breaking as well. It's just Justin and Neutrino on the FCs, but Justin with that accuracy is keeping it on their side. And even if you were to miss, I don't believe there's enough time. The map's over. Getting over it, taking their first point somewhat barely. This is a lot closer than I was expecting a Protect to be. And there's a when you see it on the screen. God damn it. I swear there was a when you see it. I swear to God, I saw it. I think it was on the bottom left. I think it was on Yalism. But yeah, that's a first point on the board. I don't think we saw all of the protects. I see the hidden one ban, which we've already talked about. Well, not protects, defense. Yeah. And if I were to take a guess, that's going to be something like DT2, because that is just raw speed if we saw no mod 5 banned. It's Hard Rock 1, that also makes sense. That's just standard Hard Rock mechanics and not really much else. Alright, and that should be it. We saw the DT3 insta-pick from getting over it, and now it's blue team's pick. Blue team probably gonna want to go into some of the more gimmicky maps. I don't think they're gonna go into Hidden 2 right away. They might be saving their Protect for a little later on. But there are a few gimmicky maps, or well, control maps just overall that they can go into. You have Nomad's 3, which is just very snappy ult, something that control players absolutely love. They go into raw speed. Alright. Not the worst idea, to be fair. This team, even though they're not a speed team by any means, they do have a few players who are going to enjoy speed. I mean, obviously, you have players such as, I believe, Guardian on the team who are very good on speed. And obviously, the check is just good on everything you put him on. But on the other side, we did see Justin going very, very crazy on the first map. He's a very good speed player. And we might be seeing a lot more of him on this one as well. I think Yalazo might come in on this one as well. Jason possibly. I don't think Jason, he's more of a gimmick player. We do see Civil Oath coming in as well. Alright, there we go. Now just waiting for the players. This map's just very, like, it's not super stamina speed, but it does have a lot of longer streams in it that just kind of drag on and drain your stamina over and over until the very end. It is kind of long, sitting at what I believe is around 3 minutes, 3 minutes if I'm not wrong. 3 minutes, 3 minutes 20 after DT. So the longest DT map by around 30 to 40 seconds. And our referee is getting trolled by his cat. That is GG's. We do see Roddle Justin staying in. With Nescafe Classic coming in as well, they're missing their worst player, but we are now still just waiting for that player, and I believe for the referee as well. As on the other side, we have Guardian, also known as Lafrail, Artorium Angel, Civil Oath, and Alexi waiting for the map to begin. Alright, and we do see Jason coming in as well. So we'll be getting straight into a DT2 AR10, 3 minutes of speed. We see Lieri actually coming in for Civil Oath, if I'm not wrong. Not the worst thing I've seen. Lieri is a decent speed player overall. They've been in the scene for a little while. So let us move into the DT2, the speed map. It should be a fun one to watch, we'll see. I'm not 100% sure about this decision by BitGauHao, as getting over it is a very good speed and mechanics team overall, but we'll see what personal scores say, how the players perform as we get straight into it. A little bit of an accuracy lead on the side of getting over it, but we're in the very easy sections of the map. There's very little here to miss on or drop accuracy for now. This Banjo, I believe, is having a few issues. It is not having fun. I believe we're back. A lot of those were Banjo misses. I think just an Escape and Justin miss on the side of red team, with Lieri and Lafrail missing on the side of blue team. Those are, I believe, are real misses. As Justin finds another break, 2 FCs to 2 now. with Lafrail having that recovery, helping blue team stay in the lead, at least for the moment. But again, this map just keeps on hitting you with that stamina. Alexi does find a break. That's one of the FCs gone, and now just two FCs against the backup combo from Lafrail and the FC from Artoria, but Roddle does find themselves a break, and now it's just Jason on the side of getting over it, having to hold the fort, but that 93%, it's not going to make it easy for him to bring this over on his own. He needs support from his team. One of the longer streams, we see only a single break from Justin. I believe Lieri missed right before the pause that we saw. But yeah, this is where the stamina starts to really pick up. This is where it starts going even harder. As Nescafe Classic has come up as well. 500 combo, giving Jason that little bit of support, but they need one of the high combos on the other side to miss. We see Lieri missing again. Not having the most comfortable time on the map, but they are still trying their best, putting the most they can into the map as Justin finds another break, trading them. Nescafe Classic finds themselves a break, Jason finds a break, and now it's over. There is a third of the map left, but Artoria holding that FC, Lafrail on the recovery. Artoria, I don't know how Artoria's holding, oh my god. But yeah, the score is just skyrocketing to BitGao. Almost 500k score difference. Lafrail and Artoria, almost 96% FC from Artoria, the best score on the board by far, by around 110k above Lafrail's. As the map goes back into it goes back into the streams, goes back into the stamina, and they still hold 600k score difference. It's just about the show at this point, just to see how far they can bring it. Will Artoria FC? That's the main question in everyone's minds now, as they're still just holding and refusing to break. Roddle did build up a 1k combo. I kind of did miss that. He does find a break. My bad. But even then, it just doesn't matter. Jason brought up a combo as well. Artoria finds the FC on the DT2. Lafrail not far behind, as they take the point by a full 1 million. Insane team score. There's a lot of other nice scores on the board as well. Justin Roddle having a really nice score. Alexi as well, 1.1k combo, 95% accuracy. So there was a lot of really nice scores on the board, but that FC from Artoria and Lafrail score is just crazy work. Alright, it is the pick for getting over it. They have many options here. I feel like they might just go into some simple mechanics. I would guess something like no modules on the board, even though that's very flowy and something that I think that BitGao could do good on. They're taking their time. They're very much waiting. They're running the timer. And they pick DT1. Okay, all DTs out of the way right away. High BPM has been, I believe, completely removed from the map pool outside of Fremont Street. That still remains. This map is very control heavy, like surprisingly, because it's very short jumps, it's very snappy, it's around 260 BPM after DT. And again, a map that I'm a little surprised by, but at the end of the day, it does make sense. It is still high BPM, and it's something that I think getting over it will do really good on, especially players like Justin and Rodel, who have been playing really well all the way through the match so far, throughout both of the DTs. And I believe we'll be getting into it very soon. It does certainly look like it. As we're seeing a good luck have fun in the chat, we see Rodel Justin staying in, Xap coming back from the DT3 to play the DT1, with Nescafe staying from the DT2, and Lafrail, Civil Oath, Radical, and Artoria coming in for this map. Guardian and Artoria staying from the DT2, Radical coming back, and Civil Oath coming in for the first time to play a map. All right, and there we go, starting us off. Radical does not load. Bancho is not having fun today, is what I'm saying. Yep. All right, there we go. Never mind. Civil Oath a little ahead, but not by much, as we all sync up. Starting off with the map. This map doesn't really give you much downtime. A lot of this map just keeps on going. You don't really have much time to recharge in between anything. I believe this is a score difference of a single 100 or a couple, like 2 or 3. As the map begins, they all hit the first aim control patterns as we get straight into the first PI. No breaks anywhere, just a bit of accuracy on the side of getting over it, but they're all still holding. No, as Xap finds themselves a break, that's the first break of the DT1, bringing the score to the other side. Rodel and Lafrail trading breaks with each other, but it's still on the blue side. 3 FCs to 2, but accuracy is on the side of blue team. Nescafe finds themselves a break, and now it's just Justin. Just Justin trying to hold a fort against the triple FC of Radical, Artoria, and Civil Oath, and this is not looking good already. There is half the map left, but there's not much to come back with. Rodel and Xap built up some decent supporting combos, trying their best to give Justin just a little bit of support, but with Lafrail doing the same and the triple FC still going hard and strong, it's not looking like it's gonna help too much until someone finds a break. Radical does find a break right before the pause. That is getting over it a little bit of breathing room. If Lafrail or anyone else finds a break, this is still doable. This can still go to the other side, the difference is not that much, and there is still around a minute of the map left. Artoria finds a break on the slow section. And suddenly this is looking a lot more doable than it was just a few seconds ago. That wasn't a Bancho break. Bancho did not make... Artoria finds another break. Rodel did find a break, that is not good. Guardian finds a break, and now it's just Civil Oath with any kind of score. Xap finds himself a break, but Justin and Nescafe are holding the fort. They're dragging this score back. 50k, 40k, 30k is going so fast. Radical finds another break as Justin finds a break himself, but Nescafe is holding through. Civil Oath found a break. I missed that, unfortunately, but Nescafe now the only person in the lobby with any sort of combo. Artoria Guardian trying to bring this back just slightly, but it's not going to be possible. As Lafrail finds himself a break, Artoria the only high combo besides Nescafe. And in a surprising turn of events, this went from Bitgauhao being in a very strong lead to Nescafe bringing this back with Justin dragging it over the scoreline and getting themselves a second point on their second pick. I do have to shout out Civil Oath and Artoria for getting really nice scores as well. Civil Oath a little more carried by the combo than by accuracy like Artoria, but still very nice scores all around, but it was just not enough to beat the combination of Justin and Nescafe Classic on this map, as DDs are now out. No more gun above AR10, now it's just Hard Rock 2 and the free mods remaining with any sort of really high AR. So now it's Team Blue's pick. They have a lot of options. Once again, they have Hidden 2 and Free Mod 2 completely open, along with Free Mod 1. Free Mod 1 is a very interesting map because I feel like most players are going to be more comfortable playing it with Hard Rock than Hidden, which for most Free Mods is a little unusual, and this map especially is it's an interesting map. I do really want to see it played, just because it's very fun. And they pick Free Mod 3. We're never leaving high BPM. Holy Christ. That is... To be fair, they did win DT2 by a lot, by 2 mil. But that map was also a lot more stamina heavy, and really the only finger control in it was the doubles. This map is just speed finger control. This plays very differently from the DT2. It is still speed, but it's a very different kind of speed. One that I feel like getting over it might just be a little better on. Especially seeing how they did on the DT3, which was a little control heavy itself as well, even though not nearly like this. I am also interested to see if we see an easy, because there's a few easy players in this match. You have the two obvious ones being DACH and Neutrina on the side of Gauhao, and their easy multipliers would be very strong on this one, being 2.6 and 3. But we will have to see if they end up going easy. We do see DACH in the lobby. He does enter. Let's just see how this one goes. It's gonna be a fun one to watch. As getting over just does not have a player in the lobby. Lafrail is taking up their spots. Zebedee actually comes in. One of the better speed players on the team, but I'm not sure how much he can do alone. He will have the support of probably Justin on this one as well. And I would assume Roddle. Also, I will mention that, you know, you need 4 mods, so you need a hidden, hard rock, and easy kind of mods, and yada yada. You know the rules, probably. Hidden hard rock does count as 2 mods. I think we might see a hidden hard rock just so that people don't need to all have mods. Or we see an easy hidden, which is going to be even more crazy. 3 times multiplier, FC 1.5 mil. It's such a strong multi, but it is a very hard map to have any kind of consistent score on with easy, especially because of how high BPM it is and the density on it. And as we get into the map, we see the triple hidden and a single hard rock on the side of Bit Gauhao, and double hidden, double hard rock on the other side with Justin and Zeb on the hard rocks. Lily and Roddle on the hiddens. Zebedee does not end up playing against DACH, Artoria and Civil Oath on the hiddens. Radical on the hard rock as we get straight into it. Accuracy lead on the side of Bit Gauhao, thanks to the triple hidden instead of double hidden. They will have an easier time getting accuracy on this because of the OD10 speed that we're experiencing. But overall, the multipliers will soon start coming into effect, especially closer to the end of the map. The hard rocks are going to start pulling through with their higher multis than hiddens. As we don't see any breaks, we're still seeing the 8 tuple FC on everyone. We see a few accuracy drops on the hidden players on Bit Gauhao actually, with Civil Oath on 93%, but it's nothing significant so far. Everything is still very volatile in who it's going to go to. As we're in one of the slow sections, going straight back into the high BPM speed. There's still just not a break on the board. There's still... Okay, there we go. First break of the map. Halfway through, Lily. A hidden player on the side of getting over it. 90% act finds the first break, giving BitGauHao a very strong thing to push off of. But DACH finds a break. One of the higher accuracies on their side. Which is gonna stop their momentum just that tiny bit, especially as the multipliers are now starting to slowly come into effect. Justin and Zep on the FCs on Hard Rock, especially Justin with 96%, are just carrying really hard with their ad game as the score does flip over, despite the slightly higher combo lead on the side of BitGauHao. And Civil O finds a break, and that is a combo lead going straight to getting over. Triple FC against just 2 FCs and a little bit of recovery that DACH has built up. Lily still struggling, unable to match her teammates, but she doesn't need to. That triple FC's going strong. Zep finds a break, but it doesn't matter. Radical found a break themselves. It's just Artoria and DACH now against Justin and Roddle, and they're going strong. Yeah, still holding 260k lead for getting over it, winning the map. Justin putting up, quite frankly, just an insane Hard Rock score, almost getting 1 mil FC, with Roddle and Artoria FCing on hiddens, with some nice scores from Radical and Xab as well. DACH very close to them as well, close to getting that 600k. And that is our first breakpoint of the match, BitGauHao losing the free mod 1. So now they're getting another pick for themselves. Getting over it is going to be able to pick kind of just anything that's mechanics heavy. Now, we don't have any more high BPM in the pool, I believe. I think the closest you can get to high BPM now is like No Mod 1, which is 196. It doesn't even break 200. And if you want to count it, maybe like No Mod 3 and Free Mod 1, but they don't really count because they're old maps and they don't even... I don't think they even have bursts at like 1/6 or 1/8. They pick Hard Rock too, and straight into the Hard Rock precision. We're just never escaping high AR, I swear to god. But yeah, precision tapping, this map's very reliant on kind of just burst flow, if you can call it that. I don't exactly know what to call this. It is just bursts with flow aim involved, and that's kind of what this entire map's about. It is another tapping map, and we have seen how BitGauHao can either pop off or struggle on tapping maps, depending on whether they're feeling super comfortable or not. So, seeing that, this map could go either way. I know that Justin is going to put up a good score. He has been playing insanely well throughout this entire match. With Samyeon, I think? Yeah, sure. Jason and Nescafe Classic coming in for the side of getting over it, with Poisonous coming in for the first time, and Civil Oath and Lafrail returning once more as we wait for the 4th player. And DACH comes in Notrina once more on the side of Bitgavhau. We do see Rattle coming in once more with Sumion and Poisonous playing their first maps, and all of the other players returning from maps that we've seen before, getting into the tapping heavy precision map. A map that can honestly go either way because of players like Justin and Dechek just being very good at both tapping and precision. This map does start off kind of slow. It doesn't really start up until a few seconds in. But once it does, that's where we'll see a lot of the breaks coming in. We see a little bit of the tapping already. Nothing flowy so far. A little bit of aim, but no breaks on anyone. As Gauhao just has a bit of an accuracy lead. We get into the burst. We see the first cut burst. We see Justin and Poisonous both breaking. As Dechek, a little frail break as well. And now it's 2 FCs to 1. Samion breaking as well. And Nescafe Classic Rattle holding those FCs against Civil Oath. Civil Oath on a very good accuracy, but Rattle countering it with 96. As the score is shooting towards getting over it. Also, wait, Nescafe Classic's accuracy just went up to like 98, I'm pretty sure. Did I miss that, or has his accuracy shot up? He's putting on an insane performance at the moment. As there's another slow section, but it's not gonna last for long. Players get to catch their breath here just for a few seconds, recoup, get a bit of their energy back as we go straight into another flow burst. We don't see any breaks. As we get right back to it, everyone's holding their combos. Blue team trying their hardest to bring this back over, having a lot of support, but that double FC from Nescafe and Rattle is just too strong. Rattle and Samion find breaks. It's just Nescafe and Justin, but is there enough time? I don't think there is. Nescafe holding the FC, holding through the last burst. And he finds himself an FC on the Hard Rock too, with Rattle coming in with a very good score as well. Civil Oath FCing too, but it just was not enough. He did not have the support. As getting over it gets their 4th point on the board. See, now I feel like you're kind of forced into your protect. I think we see hidden 2 here. Because there is a realistic chance that if you lose this point, you kind of just don't get to pick anymore unless you take a break point, which is very risky to do if you haven't picked your protect. That said, Notrina and Dechek are going to be very scary on hidden 2, so that is a good pick regardless. And there we go, insta-picking the hidden 2 makes complete sense. So going from an average AR of 9.9 start the match so far, straight down to AR 8, to a map that is not really tapping, it's just control, it's just reading, it's all basically the complete opposite of everything we have seen so far in this match. We've been seeing all of these high BPM tapping maps and all these flow tapping maps. We've not seen this yet. This does have a bit of... it has linear aim more so than flow. And not really that much reading, it is just more so a comfortability test.
Wir sind spitz, zu Hause sitzt die Frau mit Kids. Im Augenblick bekämpfe ich den Wunsch, der wie jeder sehen kann in meinen Augenblitz. Alter, krasse Wort, sie sagt, lass es aus und es heißt darauf loszulegen.
So we do see the grandpa of reading maps, Yoshi Lover, coming in for blue team. He joins the lobby, the one and only, with the check on his side. Poisonous and Artoria joining him, I believe, against Yalazum, Water, Samyon, and Nescafe Classic. I am a tiny bit surprised that we're not seeing Neutrina, but I guess just scorers talk a different story. As Dechek is nowhere to be seen on the 4th slot for blue team. There we go, there he is. We do see Justin coming out, the player that's been causing BitGauhao a lot of trouble on a lot of the previous maps. But we do see Water coming in. Water, a really good rating player as we get straight into this. BitGauhao having a bit of an accuracy. We do see Poisonous missing on a bit of the first flow, but it's not gonna matter too much. This map is kind of long. One of the longest maps we've actually seen. The entire top row has now missed, with Water, Yalatham, and Yoshi Lover finding breaks. As it's just the bottom row of players, Nescafe Classic, Samyon, Artoria, and Dechek holding FCs. Yalatham finds another break, but they do have the accuracy advantage on their side from their FCs. Overall, the accuracy advantage does seem to be on BitGauhao, as they have slightly higher accuracies overall. Yalatham not having the greatest time of their life here, as they are the lowest accuracy in the lobby, not able to hold much combo, but they're still putting in the work. As blue team is now in the lead, their support combos just a little bit stronger, helping them grow the lead further and further. Only 30k lead, only 40k now, but it is growing very quickly, and the longer this goes on, the higher the lead will go and the faster it will grow. We do see Awesome breaking once again, but everyone else on the side of red team holding their combos. Poisonous finds breaks as well, as now it's a 3v3 of 2 FCs, and the equal combos with an FC traded for the support combo. Water and Dechek trading. Not something you want to see, especially as Artoria misses, and now the score is suddenly going to flip. Sanyo does find a break, but it's Nescafe against Yoshi Lover. Two very good players. Nescafe has been putting in a lot of work for this match. Yoshi Lover putting in a lot of work on this map, as the score is slowly dwindling down and is slowly going over to getting over it, as it's now just 600 points on the side of blue team. We don't see any breaks here. This section is very prone to random misses. We see Dechek finding a miss, but it's not the main combo we're looking at. It does still hurt blue team a lot. They really need just any sort of combo or accuracy they can get their hands on, as Nescafe holds that FC still, battling off Yoshi Lover's attempts to track the score even the slightest bit, with the supports fighting it out down in the pits. And it's just the combo that Dechek dropped that Artoria now dropped. hidden because of the high density can get a little trippy for a few players. Just waiting now for the last few players to get into the lobby. They see Rattle, Justin, and Water coming in. Players that have been playing decently well. Straight Interim Masters, Zebedee possibly coming in. Finally, will we see Zebedee himself? We can only hope. As on the other side, we have to check Poisonous, Artoria, and Lafrail once more. I do believe Zebedee is actually staying this time. So let's see how he does. Zebedee, a really good player for getting over it, and they've been managing without him. And I'm really curious to see what he's gonna do on this map. And as we get into it, we see the triple hard rock on the side of getting over it with the single hidden from Water. And on the other side, we see double hard rock, double hidden. We actually see an overmod on the side of getting over it with hidden hard rock from Zebedee. But we see no early breaks. Everyone's holding their combos. We do see accuracies getting a bit lower on some of the hard rock players. We see Poisonous and Lafrail not having the greatest time. Poisonous finds themselves a break, as Lafrail holding an FC but only on 94%, as Zebedee, Justin, and Waddle especially hold with hard rock as well. Waddle especially with that accuracy. I believe that's the third highest accuracy, only beaten out by the two hidden players on Bitgauhau. But for now, the combo lead that has been achieved by getting over it, thanks to the Czech Smiths as well, and thanks to the quadruple FC they're putting up currently, is just holding the score dead set on their side. Artoria and Lafrail, the only players who can combat it at all, with Poisonous finding a break. That's a support score gone, with the Czech trying their best, having almost 200 combo, recovering decently, and having the highest accuracy in the lobby. But it is just not gonna be enough because of the combo. Zebedee does find themselves a break on the hidden hard rock, but that triple FC from Water, Justin, and Roddle, especially as Artoria, one of the FCs on the side of Gauhau, finds a break. It's just gonna be so strong. Water, Justin, Roddle holding those insane combos, holding on the snap and flow patterns, on the linear aim and everything, as it's just Lafrail against them. Justin and Roddle do find breaks. Lafrail now in a position where he can start trying to bring this over, thanks to just having more support. But he does need Water to either drop accuracy or the combo. There's half the map left, but that is going to be an important part, especially if his teammates mess at all, honestly. But there is still a chance. This map's very far from over. Lafrail, the only FC on their side, still has that potential to just go crazy and bring it over. As everyone's holding, we're not seeing any breaks. The score is slowly dwindling down to Bitgauhau, but it's not going to be fast enough to the point where they don't need any breaks from the side of getting over it. As they get into yet another TI, Deathshake's the first one to find a break. Zebedee trading it right back. Not something you want to see. You don't want to see your players missing, but that break from Zebedee is very nice. As Poisonous finds a break, Deathshake finds another break. Lafrail finds a break. And that's their last have gone. Artoria on 400 combo on the hidden, but they have to compete with Water, who got a 1k. He does find himself a break, but Roddle, Justin right there 450 combos respectively, as Roddle finds a break. Justin still holding against Artoria. Artoria breaks Justin, the only combo in the lobby. And that is going to be it as the map slowly closes out. It's just an encore now. Justin holding on these very fast back and forth sliders. He's holding on all of this. He does find a break, a slider break, unfortunately, but it doesn't matter, as getting over it takes the point and wins the match 6-1. Yeah, that was a very fun match. I mean, what can I say? Justin is just being Justin this entire match, playing like crazy. Water with that 740k. Very nice score from Lafrail and Artoria. I did not manage to see Poisonous' score. I believe it was like 350-ish-k, something like that. But that is going to be it for this match. Getting over it, winning the first match with a score of 6-1. Very nice performances. They did really good in this match. But yeah, that is going to be it for this match. I'm not sure if we'll be swapping. There's another match currently ongoing. That's 3-2. Do we want to swap to that? I'm gonna leave that up to our streamer. But sort of, if we have time, I'm fine with it. Yeah, there's a 3-2 match currently. That is Headset Cover Fell World.
What can I do with I lose sleep thinking about it? But I know there's something